Hi, it's Tom here at FDS, and we are going to look at something completely different this week. In a break from my usual kinds of tests, I'm going to be looking at this, which is the X-Shot Turbo Advance, and this was cheap enough in one of my local supermarkets to tempt me to buy one. And I've been doing a lot of kind of events for stock games and also for newer players, and we're always looking for kind of fun guns to have for those. So that's why I'm going to use this blaster, because it's a bit different, and it's got a big 40 round drum. Obviously it's loaded with elite darts. I'm not testing it with the darts that it came with. I'm testing it with elite darts so that you'll get comparable figures to all my other stock blaster tests. So you'll get a 30 dart shoot out of this, then we'll review the results. I just want to say thanks to those of you who stuck with my previous video on the worker Britnerf I motors, and I've got to apologise for the issues with the figures on that shoot. Hopefully this week there'll be no unanticipated motorcyclists and less seagulls. It's a nice sunny day here, but it's cold, hence I'm wearing my jacket. And I'm going to put this over the Chrono and then give you the results. So in the interest of completeness, I thought I would run it with the X-Shot dart, so change my mind about that, just to see kind of how much difference those make. They are a lighter dart, so they're probably going to add a little bit of FPS, and I'll put both sets of figures in the graph, and I'll do the averages again like usual. Okay, we're going to look at the figures for the X-Shot Turbo Advance. This is with elite darts. So we've got a high of 74 feet per second, low of 57 feet per second, average of 70 feet per second, extreme spread of 17, standard deviation of 3. Okay, so we're going to look at the figures for the X-Shot Turbo Advance, and this is with the X-Shot to X distance darts. High of 80 feet per second, low of 72, average of 77, extreme spread of 8, standard deviation of 1, which is pretty impressive. There you go. I don't do reviews very often, just because stock stuff kind of doesn't interest me, and lots of other people do those. I will say this is quite good performing out of the box, and as you can see, the Chrono figures are above many of the current Nerf branded blasters. And if you're looking for something cheap and fun to play with, then this is probably a good start. And obviously, if you want to avoid the mag ecosystem, this offers you a big drum. One thing I will say is this really needs a stock, and the back here is not very good for putting a stock point on. I might stick a stock from an original Alpha Trooper stock mount on the back there and see what we get with that, because it would be nice to have something to shoulder it with a little bit. You can see it's quite awkward to shoulder otherwise. I guess it's not designed for use like that. And obviously the barrel alignment is really low, so when you aim with this, it's very, very difficult to work out where the shot is going to go, because the sighting down the barrel is really, really weird. But good fun blaster, and as you can see, the Chrono figures for it are quite interesting.